Hello guys, welcome to Viva Barca, welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We are going to start with our economic vice president, Eduard Romeo, who has given an interview to RAC1. Of course, he has shone some light into the club's financial difficulties. Very important interview that I want us to talk about in this episode. We are going to be looking at everything he had to say, of course, also explaining what the club must do to afford Lewandowski and many more. We are going to be looking at that. Secondly, we are going to be talking about Memphis Depay and, of course, his performances lately in the Netherlands national team. Of course, Memphis Depay, yesterday he scored 2 goals against Belgium. What a performance it was for them. And, of course, he's closing in on a Netherlands goal scoring record. We are going to be looking at that as well. Then finally, talking about Ronald Araujo, of course, also while on international duty with the Uruguay national team. Araujo had an injury yesterday in the game, but the defender have just played down the injury fears after going off in that win yesterday. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona's economic vice president Eduard Romeo has given an interview to RAC1 and has shown some light into the club's financial difficulties. Romeo also spoke about what Barcelona would need to do to be able to bring Robert Lewandowski in from Bayern. He said, currently the norm is 1 to 3 for financial fair play. He said, if we are able to get 3 times more than the cost of the transfer plus amortization, he can be signed. But first, we have to do the job of closing levers. If we don't do it, as we are at the moment, by regulation, it is not possible to sign Lewandowski. The vice president also confirmed news that Barcelona are planning more pay cuts and highlighted just how big the club's salary bill is compared to other teams. He said, we have a wage bill of 560 million euros. Compared to Bayern, it is double. They have 300 million euros and Real Madrid have 400 million euros, he said. Negotiations with the squad will be individual. With the veterans, it will depend on the technical interest and where there is more interest for the club. The most expensive contracts have to be renegotiated beforehand. Romeo also had some pretty interesting comments regarding player exit, specifically talk that Frenkie de Jong could be sold to raise funds. He said, right now, we don't have a budget for sale of players. What is being talked about is a technical issue, he added. About Frenkie de Jong, one thing is that you get money and another that you can use it for other payments. So those are some of the important statements from Eduard Romeo about the financial situation at Barcelona at the moment. So de Jong has, as we know, Frenkie de Jong has reiterated his desire to stay at Barcelona this week while on international duty, but continues to be linked with a move to Manchester United. Then on to the next story of discussion. Memphis Depay scored twice in a 4-1 win for the Netherlands over Belgium on Friday in the Nations League in Brussels. It's the first time the Dutch have beaten their neighbors Belgium since 1997. Steven Bergwijn had opened the scoring for the visitors just before halftime from an assist by Frenkie de Jong, and Memphis Depay made it 2-0 just after the break with a well-taken strike from close range. Denzel Dumfries tapped home to make it 3-0 before Memphis grabbed another from close range as the Netherlands cruised to victory. Michy Batshuayi headed home a consolation goal for Belgium deep into stoppage time. The strikes mean Memphis now has 41 international goals to his name, which means he moved past Patrick Kluivert in the list of all-time goal scorers in the Netherlands. Only Robin van Persie, 50 goals, and Klaas Huntelaar, 42 goals, have scored more for Netherlands than the Barca man, who will fancy his chances of claiming top spot before he hangs up his boots. Louis van Gaal's sides are in action against Wednesday again in the Nations League against Wales, and then head home for games against Poland and Wales again. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona defender Ronald Araujo has played down fears he suffered an injury after being forced off in Uruguay's friendly win over Mexico. The centre-back was taken off after just 30 minutes of the match, with a groin issue, but has since offered positive update on that fitness problem. He said, "Good work from everybody yesterday," he wrote. "A pity that I had to leave due to some discomfort, but everything is fine, always positive, and working for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Of course, it is waiting for us," he said. Uruguay are back in action on the 5th of June against the United States in Kansas City and then host Jamaica in Montevideo on June 11th. It seems that Araujo will be available for both games, but it's not clear if coach Diego Alonso is willing to risk the centre-back. Araujo will then enjoy a well-deserved break. The defender has been a key player for Barca in the 2021-22 and looks to be a vital part for the new team Xavi is building at the moment at the Camp Nou. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.